after all this time sweating that you keep your arms down. Thank you. We have some stories from young people who have been caught up in the wave of grace and mercy. Let's give it up for our 3 testimonies. Make them feel some love. Hey, man.
G'day everyone, my name is Tom Langrell and I'm 21. I'm all the way from Sydney, Australia. I've got to admit, I've been Catholic my whole life, so I'm afraid I don't have any epic conversion story or lightning bolt moment that changed my life. What I do have is a story of a pretty normal Aussie bloke with a faith in God that is always deepening, and a love for our Lord and the church that is so great I never imagined possible. Coming to World Youth Day reinforces in me the conviction that I have that my faith is something that should be lived out every single day, at every moment. It is a part of who I am. My faith helps me to survive and thrive each day. My faith should not be something left aside when convenient, or only surface when I feel obligated to do so. It must permeate every moment and every decision I make. To me, this at times can be quite challenging. Yet World Youth Day shows me that there are so many others like myself who are just eager to feel free in expressing their faith and not having to be afraid of ridicule or embarrassment. This was made clear to me back in 2011 when I attended Madrid in World Youth Day. When I attended World Youth Day in Madrid. It was a Saturday evening and the Eucharist was exposed on the altar. There were hundreds of thousands of people everywhere. Everyone was going crazy, running around, cheering, meeting one another. I didn't even think twice to really notice Jesus there on the altar until I caught sight of one man, on his knees, deep in prayer, his hands clasped together, just staring longingly and silently at the Eucharist. At that moment, I realised my relationship with God was missing something. I wanted what he had so badly. Despite all the distractions around him, in this man I could visually see the love and trust he had for Christ. I stood there for several minutes in awe. What I was missing out on was a deeper, more personal relationship with our Lord. This image of the man on his knees has stuck with me and challenged me to grow in my own personal faith with Christ. A couple of years ago, my sister passed away, and these have been the toughest years of my life. My faith for the first time was truly put to the test. She fell ill and it really shook me to my core. She was too young and was taken too soon. For a while, I grappled with so many questions, trying to make sense of everything, as we all do when something devastating happens to us. I simply couldn't find an answer. I could have easily remained bitter, impatient, and frustrated. Yet, eventually, it was through the gift of prayer, given to me by my faith, which gave me the strength I needed to completely leave this mystery and so many other mysteries in God's hands. We will all go through life experiencing pain and suffering of one form or another. It is hard and often mysterious, but I can tell you that letting those questions go in prayer has helped me to grow in hope, in faith, and in love of Christ and his church. We can all strive, with God's mercy, to build our love of God into the fabric of every part of our lives, forging it in our families and renewing it here at World Youth Day, the place where we can all find the courage and strength to become better followers of Christ. As the founder of World Youth Day, St. John Paul II said, "Be not afraid. Be not afraid of sharing your faith. Be not afraid of what life throws at you. Be not afraid of what God can do with your life when you say yes to him, because with him and through him, everything and anything is possible." Thank you.